Welcome to another episode of Do You Even Resonate? This is a show where I do actual message testing with real people on real B2B websites. And in this episode, we have Airbase. So let us take a look. What is Airbase? Airbase is about procure, pay, close. So it's a procure to pay software. We put it in front of procurement and finance, accounts, payables, people, their ICP, and learn many things. So what did we learn? So overall, this page is pretty good. It scores fairly well for clarity, as well as relevance. So people find it clear and relevant. And interesting demo is also above average. So overall, pretty good job. When I summarized the what people think, this is my main takeaway. People get it and they find it relevant. So job well done. There are, however, smaller nitpicks and improvements that we could make that would make it even better. So let's look at some of these things. I'm going to quickly go over them, starting with the above the fold area, obviously the most important area. A lot of the people do not like the headline: procure, pay, close. Yeah, because it's not really a sentence, right? We're not really saying it. It's like beautiful, powerful, masculine. I don't know, it's like taglines, or maybe better fit for an ad, not to like, what is the goal of the website? Clarity. Tell the audience something that is important for us, that they know about us. Like that's the whole essence of messaging, is that they know something about us, right? And so what people loved, surprising to me, was stop on uncontrolled spend. People love this. I guess it's an issue, so maybe that could be the headline instead. I don't know if it unifies the platform enough, but that definitely resonated. Or this line here, it's a procure to pay software, which adds clarity. Of course, here the word reimagined, what people like. What does that? I mean, if you think about it, it doesn't add anything. It does not add clarity. It does not communicate value. Really, it adds only more questions. And also, this reimagined is never followed up on below, so it's never answered. The bullet points of what it does, it adds relevance. People get it what it is, so I think it's okay. But we do get some superlative. People were triggered by certain things, like besides the reimagining, they were triggered by unmatched, which is a superlative. Of course, a superlative is people are like, no, it's too good. Or user experience everyone loves. I went to their G2 because they're, they say they're really good at G, and I found at least 96 people who don't love it. So, maybe they should revise it that with user experience that all but 96 people on G2 love. And the reason I'm bringing this up, that if you make a superlative claim that is easy to disprove or nitpick on, it makes the rest of your claims also less believable. So don't say that. All right. As we scroll down, the list of services here, or like the way the modules, it's good. People like it. They get it. It adds to clarity. However, this best in class and best in suite really trip people up, especially the suite part. People like, what does that even mean? And many people wonder, does that refer to NetSuite? Is it NetSuite only? How does that integration look like? All these things, and I'm my guess is that they're not talking about NetSuite, but maybe they are. So it's a mystery. So that should kind of be handled here. Also, what I forgot to say about above the fold, people are like, okay, yeah, I get what it is, but it comes across as generic. It's like every other pay to procure platform. So there's no magic sauce. This is a very competitive, mature category. So you would be better off by leading with your onlyness, your awesomeness. That is not reimagined, which really means nothing, right? as we get scroll further down, I mean, this section is pretty good. Take a tour of Airbase. People all get it, and then this is massive over reliance on G2 resulted in some eye rolls where people are like, I mean, it's paid to play anyway. Who cares about G2? Or what is G2? I mean, some finance people have never heard of it. So it's I mean, I think it's fine to include it, but yeah, maybe to go all in with it is just too much real estate for it. But what is the main room for improvement on this platform? Is that it's people get questions that are not answered in context. So there's a lot of answers, and I bet they are somewhere on the website. So, for instance, if I tagged some of these responses here, what's still unclear after reading the whole thing, right? What's the competitive edge? Like, basically, how is it better than the alternatives, right? Or how does it actually help procurement? I mean, it's kind of important to get that. Or most P2P systems include sourcing model. This doesn't seem to have one. I want to see some more info about efficiencies, blah, blah. How does it help close? Yeah, it's a pay, procure, close, right? And the closing part is not really followed up with. So, or the best in class trips people up. The NetSuite thing I talked about. Is it deployed? Has this been deployed at large customers? And does it have this and this and this? It feels similar to Coupa. Of course, no competition is mentioned anywhere, and so on and so forth. So if they would add more specifics, would be a good idea. The interactive demos, if you take a tour here, it has interactive demos, which I think is a good idea, although they're gated. So that's could be a bummer, but I guess that's a more strategic decision on their part, and not so much about messaging. So overall, job well done. So add more specifics, cut down on the superlatives, or in the business suite, elaborate, and do a little better on the above the fold value prop communication, and you're already better. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.